Welcome to the Beyond Cinema studio up here at Sundance. Allison, Elijah, Kate, pleasure to have you all up here.
Thanks.
It's kind of cool having it be ahead of the film's premiere too, because there's this kind of anticipation about it. Do you guys still get excited? Yeah. Have any of you seen the finished product yet?
No,
I've seen a version of the finished product, but no.
And enough of it to know that you still wanted to be here at Sundance?
Yes, yeah. I've seen a full cut of the film.
Probably a good sign.
I've seen a full cut of the film. Yeah.
So a film like this that is like the kind of bordering between, you know, humor and horror and bringing those together, with a cast as diverse as yours, you know, from everyone from SNL and 30 Rock and The Office, you know, like what was that like? What was that experience like? Was it as mad on set as the concept and the cast on paper?
Kind of was.
decidedly, yeah.
It was sort of hilarious all the time.
Yeah, and we had so little time, and luckily we're in the same location and had a wonderful crew. But we really, when you're in that sort of situation, you're just kind of madly running around to different classrooms trying to get the shots. Like, all right, we can try. You know, like we have literally 2 takes of this. So make them good, you know?
Yeah.
And luckily there's so much playing to strength in it, and just once you get the right group of people together, that magic can happen. And there are many bust-ups on set of gut bust-ups, not fights.
Yeah, no fights.
Just like we all broke out laughing, kind of thing. That's what I meant.
I thought you meant places where people wait for the bus.
Oh, yeah.
And the bus stops.
Yeah, no, bust-ups. There's not, never mind, it's not a say, I don't think it's a saying.
I was gonna say, I feel like there's something about this whole project that's had such an amazing spirit, like start to finish, and I feel like it's kind of continued, even just getting off the plane here, there's been such a warm reception, but I feel like that always starts at the top. It always starts with the producers, it always starts, you know, with the germ, and also the writers too, but it's like, it's kind of fantastic and rare.
Yeah, it's really special. It kind of was special from the beginning, and there's just been this kind of great energy and excitement about the project. And I remember the first table read, which was literally like the Friday, I think, before we started shooting. It was like where everyone met each other. And that was the first time that I think anybody had heard the script read aloud. And it was such an electric moment. We were like, oh man, we're making this movie? Like, wow, it's so exciting. And everybody just kind of fused together so quickly. It sort of established the tone and that was sort of set forth once we started shooting, which was so much fun.
Does it take a special interest, like for you guys to do work with new directors? Like it's really their first feature. So did they show you things? Have you listened to music? Or did you just need the script at a meeting at a cafe somewhere? How did each of you kind of trust these directors enough to want to join?
Well, my experience was totally different on this.
He's a producer, man.
Yeah. So y'all can speak to that.
Well, I had met Ian Brennan 10 years ago, and we had done a play together. And so when I got the script, I saw his name on the cover, and I just went, oh, it's Ian's script. And then was sitting in my living room by myself, you know, kind of snorting along, like, this is hilarious. And then I met the directors literally at a cafe after reading the script. But I was already, I never quite know what to do in those situations, because I feel like we're both, I don't ever know who's auditioning in those moments. Like, at least in a proper audition, you know, like, I'm auditioning here. Right. But in that scenario, I was like, I would be great at this part. You know, and they're like, okay. So I don't know. I didn't really think about it like, oh, these guys are new directors. I was just thinking, I want to do this movie.
Yeah, I love nuggets.
You're right, yeah. Oh my God, I got to see the opening. It's really. What? I literally watched it on. I know, it's just really gnarly. It's really.
We're gonna lose vegans in the audience.
No, you're gonna make vegan friends, because everybody's gonna become a vegan after seeing this movie.
Yeah, there'll be a sign up at the back of the theater.
Oh, militant vegetarian.
So it's a political piece.
It is. It's a political piece. It's about factory farming.
Right.
It's in there.
It's definitely.
It's in the fabric.
It's in
there. It is.
Elijah, I feel like you've been doing a lot of experimenting the last few years.
Experiment.
Like, yeah, like just kind of doing all sorts
In
of
the
different,
lab.
yeah, like doing all sorts of different projects with the video game stuff and and obviously like with Wilfred and like some offbeat TV stuff as well as the big movies.
Yeah.
So is this just you're just doing whatever's interesting to you and this is kind of how it comes about?
Purely. Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, I don't ever think, and I've never thought in terms of like a long-term, set of goals necessarily. It's always just what I physically respond to and emotionally respond to, and that can be so many things, you know.
I know each of you have kind of different backgrounds. This is set in Illinois but shot in LA, and you're from Philly.
I am, but I lived in Chicago for 5 years when I worked at Second City and did the whole. So I understand the Midwest.
Right. And you got the Canadian vibe, right? And where did you grow up?
I'm from
Midwest.
the Midwest.
Yeah, Iowa. Or
From
something?
Iowa.
Yeah. So having this kind of experience where it's like kind of set in Illinois but shot in LA, is that weird? Do you go home to your own beds at night, or do you kind of go out on your own sort of location just to stay in the mood, or stay with the team?
To be honest, it felt like the tone was really set by the school, and the environment of the school is this great. The school is really fantastic because it feels like it could be anywhere in the U.S. Unlike a lot of Los Angeles schools, which have like a mix of indoor-outdoor because of the fact that the weather is so nice. Yeah. This was a school in a very traditional kind of brick building. So I don't know, the environment of the school really, I felt, set the tone of the environment that we were in the context of the film. And I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I wasn't really thinking Midwest so much.
No, I wasn't thinking. I was suddenly like, were we supposed to do accents? We may mess this up. It's set in place.
It's Everytown,
it's
USA.
Everytown, USA. Did you guys do it? Did you do an accent?
I did not.
Okay, nobody did an accent.
But I'm from Iowa, and I don't have an accent.
I just make sure that I'm not Canadian, and then it's fine. You say like, Mom, and sorry.
Sorry.
Going to the bathroom. That's how Americans sound in my head.
And out loud right now.
Yeah, very loud.
You know that.
Yeah, right. Speaking aloud, right.
Very cool. Well, congratulations. Obviously, it looks like you're going to have some fun while you're up here. So enjoy showing the film up here, and we look forward to seeing it.
Thanks. Yeah, we're thrilled for people to see it too.
Thanks.